Okay. I'm gonna line this up. Here we go. Go! What's up, everybody? My name is Scott and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics, and I like big handguns, and I cannot lie. So naturally, when I saw this behemoth, I could not resist. This is a Smith & Wesson 37mm gas gun. I've seen a lot of 37mm launchers, but I've never seen a Smith & Wesson 37mm launcher. These were made in the 1960s, 1970s for correctional facilities, and these were intended for gas and flares. It is on an end frame, so it ends up looking like just a gigantic handgun. It actually still has its markings from the correctional facility it was at. And if you look right here on it, it says Smith & Wesson Chemical Co. So this thing is top brake, and then you load in your 37mm shell, and then you have the option to either go double action or single action. So here's the thing about 37mm. Lots of people think that it is regulated, but it actually isn't. 40mm is, but 37mm is perfectly fine. But the only rounds you can legally shoot out of it are agricultural rounds like animal deterrents or signals and flares. That being said, we're going to start out with an ordnance group animal control flashbang round. I'm very curious to see what the recoil is like on this thing and what kind of effect we get. Here we go. Wow, that was pretty cool. What else do I got in my pocket? This, I believe, is called a detonator. This is another animal control round. That is cool. That's a big old shell. Let's see what this one does. I'm gonna go double action. Oh, I got one more in my pocket. This is a concussion round, also for animal control. Let's go double action again. Recoil actually isn't that bad at all. Oh! You know what? I wonder how high that thing goes. Let's find out. We got a real pretty blue sky today, so hopefully we can follow this thing. Here we go. Oh, I see it. There it is. Oh! Wow, that went really far. Oh my gosh! That rooster came out of nowhere. Okay, so my next question when it comes to these 37mm animal controls is, what if cruising down the road and you look over and there's a whole herd of T-Rexes and you need them to leave? Get all excited, you get your round loaded up, and you forget that your window's up and you fire one off inside your enclosed vehicle. What would that be like? Well, I just so happen to have a Ballistic Dummy Lab zombie bus. I'm gonna place it here in this truck, and then we're gonna set off a round or two. You know, I kind of like this truck, so we do have a fire extinguisher just in case, but I don't think that's gonna be an issue. We're gonna start out with a flashbang animal control round. And I have a GoPro strapped to the window, and Mr. Zombie's inside there. So basically, I'm gonna open this door. I'm gonna stand over here. I'm gonna shoot it into the truck and then just shut the door. Maybe I should put, oh, 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 oh. Oh. Okay, so it's pretty smoky in there. Oh! I wouldn't want to be in there when that went off. I'd be pretty upset if I forgot to roll down my window. I'm gonna try to actually just shoot it right in front of him in hopes that it goes off right in his face. I don't really know how this is gonna go. Oh! Oh, the doors blew So it is actually creating a lot of force in there. Dude, I bet your ears would be ringing, and I don't know, you'd probably be slightly concussed. Oh, whoa, whoa. Shoo. Oh, holy cow. Oh, yeah, that one does appear that it went off near him, maybe. Let's see. I'm not really seeing much damage. I'm not seeing much damage to him, but I don't think that's what your problem would be. Your problem would be your equilibrium. I mean, it bulged the doors. So we know what a flashbang will do, but now what if you accidentally set off a concussion inside your vehicle? Let's find out. Here we go. You know what? I'm just gonna hope for the best. Oh, I don't feel like the doors bulged as much with that one. Oh dear. Oh. That one definitely went off near him because there is little pieces of cardboard next to him and the seat's burned. Yeah, that would not have felt good. Yeah, his shoulder's burned. I have a detonator round. This one seems to have a little bit of sparkle. Oh! 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 I am surprised that did not blow the glass out. Oh, golly, man. Whoa! Dude! That is bad. Okay. Oh, I would not want to be that guy right now. He definitely needs some hearing aids. Probably needs to go to an eye doctor. So I'm not done with this guy. I have more safety questions. Because you know, here at Kentucky Ballistics, we're all about safety. I got a 15-inch neck scar to prove it. So my next question is, if you had a negligent discharge with an animal deterrent round and it were to strike you directly into the face, what would that look like? Would it just bounce off your noggin, or would you need to take a trip to the ER? All right, well, let's find out, shall we? Here we go. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? That was terrifying. Let's check out Mr. Zombie here. That does not look pleasant. That cracked his brow. This next shot is brought to you by SDI. If you want to check them out, there's a link in the description down below. Oh! 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 Okay, well, I have learned that they will definitely bounce off of your face. Okay, round 3. Oh! Ow! Ow! That's definitely not looking too good. I'm gonna say that a negligent discharge with a 37mm animal control round is not something you want to be a part of. Well, now I see an opportunity and I'm gonna seize it. I have an animal control round, the detonator. Seems to be pretty eventful. And there just so happens to be a hole in my zombie bust. I think you know what's gonna happen next. Okay. I'm gonna line this up. Here we go. Go! enjoyed it. If you did, be sure and give it a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure and check me out on all other social media platforms. Links to those to be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a shirt. That I own a crane. It's been too long. I'm super excited about this. As always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time. That's what I'm talking about. You can't tell me that Harbor Freight safe ain't good for something.